corner there, straight as an arrow. So it seems from here.
Yes, sir, we have it. Great picture.
It came and went pretty quick, but that was about as much as we have of it.
Columbia and the satellite now 77 nautical miles apart. Again, that call reporting that the crew can see the tether and see the satellite, that it's beautiful. This view showing the satellite. Again, just moving into sunrise. 81 nautical miles now from Columbia.
You guys getting the image?
Franklin, we see a long line, a couple of star-like things, and a lot of things swimming in the foreground. Can you describe what you're seeing?
Well, the long line is a tether, and there's a little bit of debris that kind of flies with us, and it's illuminated by the sun at such low angle. So there's a lot of stray light, and it's getting washed out quickly, but Claude is trying to do a quick, good job here adjusting the cameras.
Copy that.
That description by the crew.
Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashimi Hoshai, Bahashim Kakadash. Hey, it's your brother Elder Bishop Ayathan back at you with another video. Today is the witches' holiday, so-called Halloween. Right now, all the little rugrats are out there trick-or-treating. I don't have my lights on, so Lord's will, none of them rugrats come knocking on my door. You know? Plus, they all in rich Edomite neighborhoods. That's where all the good, the good candy is at. You know? But Slacky, I'm just settling down. And I was looking for something to play while I was, handling something real quick, and this video popped up in my browser history, and I wasn't even looking for this. But this is a perfect spirit. Had the perfect video pop up for the lesson. Now I don't intend this to be a long lesson, you know. Actually, man, I wanted to actually do another topic. I have really two topics that I want to do. Apostle Tahar had sent me some videos recently, and I didn't get a chance to do a video on them. They were good links, articles, news articles, and so that's what I wanted to do tonight. And then I saw another article, and I said, "Shit, man, I gotta do this real quick," you know. And the article is not about the chariots, but I'm gonna show you what it's about. But first, man, again, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Kakadash. And shalom to you brothers and your sisters out there, the household of faith, and the members of the hopeful elect. And we say the hopeful elect because, Slack, give me a minute. The hopeful elect because we are all hoping to get the hell up out of this place, Babylon. And whether you realize it or not, man, Babylon is on his last leg. Now I got a video of Trump actually saying or alluding to that we are in the last days because of what the prophets have said. And you know, who else could he be talking about? So I'm gonna do that in another video. All right. But yeah, man, all types of stuff is going on, is happening right now at the moment. And like I said, I had 2 other videos I wanted to do. Then I just saw something else. So there's plenty of stuff to talk about. And like we always say, man, the prophecies are popping off like popcorn. Now, for you old school brothers and you old school sisters that remember like the old school way to making popcorn before the microwave. See, the you know, you younger brothers, you just know the microwave popcorn. Back in the day, you know, they had Orville Redenbacher. Now, I don't know if he still makes popcorn, but back in the day, and also if you're from the islands didn't get microwaves till way later. You know, the old school way of making popcorn is you take the kernels and you throw them in some oil, or usually oil, and then you put them in a pan, or you put them in a pot. Or if you buy the Orville Redenbacher, they come in like this foil pan, and you heat it up, and the popcorn just starts popping, pop, 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 just like you see in a movie theater, you know. But if you didn't watch it, man, and if you didn't have a pot that was large enough, many a times you're gonna find a popcorn just overflowing. So much popcorn is popping, it's just overflowing and dropping on the floor. You know, you got to try to catch it. You know, you're making a mess. So the whole point is, when we say the prophecies is popping off like popcorn, is popping off just like that, in that manner, to where there's so much going on. You know, there's so much going on. So yeah, you go to do a topic and then you see something else, you want to do another topic. Then you end up making a long ass video because there's just so much to talk about. And you know how we do with the scriptures, one thing rolls into the next topic. Everything's interlinked. Everything is synergetic. So I don't know what this is on the screen now, but they talking about technology, right? Which is very fitting for the lesson, right? So let me tell you, let me show y'all what's on my mind. I got something on my mind, something on my mind. Yeah, let me show y'all. Give me 1 second here. Let me do something right quick. You know what I mean? Excuse me. All right, so I saw a YouTube video and I said, you know what, man, I gotta do a quick video because it pumped me up, man. When I saw that, I said, yo, man, we see Esau with his brand new knowledge, brand new technology. Just like, give me a minute. When you see Esau with his brand new technology, right? Something new, and you see, like, man, the Most High already got this. This is old. The Most High been had this. You read about this in the scriptures. The Old Testament is talking about this technology, my dude. You know? So Esau is wiser than Daniel, but look, all the inventions that Esau got, he got them from nature. Now there's a term, check this out. Now, you know, I don't know if you brothers that be watching my videos. Lately I've been talking about Chat GPT, and I use it to do research. It's an excellent tool. All right. To me is beyond Google. So what did I want to look up? Oh yeah, so look, let me show y'all something. So I'm gonna look up, there's a term for this. Hold on. The term. Aerodynamic, engineered. What's that word when something not inspires? I spelled aerodynamic wrong. It's all good, baby. Aerodynamic inspiration from animals, right? And if you notice, I'll make the point in a minute. Biomimicry. Okay, check this out. Esau has a term called biomimicry or biometric design. Now, what is this? What is biomimicry or biometric design? This concept involves drawing inspiration from nature, including animals, to solve engineering challenges, such as improving vehicle aerodynamics. And that's exactly what I was thinking about. So the main thing is off the top of my brain that they use bioengineering or biomimetic designs or biomimicry are vehicles. That's why many vehicles, well, I can think of one off the top of my head, are named after animals like the jaguar. So here, let's do this. Vehicle menu, vehicle models named after animals. Okay, here we go. Boom. Okay. The Bronco, named after what? An animal. Because the biomimicry. Now, when you check out these vehicles, the way they're designed, it depends on the utility of the vehicle, right? So Bronco, this vehicle is made for terrain. Is made to be fast but durable. So it's patterned after what? A Bronco. So let me just read some of them. The Volkswagen Beetle, right? Volkswagen Beetle. What is it shaped after? It's shaped after, what's that, the beetle in the summertime? Can't freaking remember. Love Beetle or love something? Let me see. What the hell is it called? Love Beetle? What is the name of those beetles, man? It's the ones you see all the time. Damn, what the here we go. Love Bug. I said Love Beetle. Love Bug. Okay, yeah. Well, y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to find a good, yeah. So the Volkswagen Beetle, that's biomimicry, right? The Cheetah, Dodge Viper. Look at the Dodge Viper, the way it's shaped, like the wings of a viper. Plymouth Barracuda, okay? Ram, pickup trucks. Sunbeam Tiger, the Fiat Panda, all right? So this is biomimicry or biometric design. Okay, so it says such as this concept involves drawing inspiration from nature, including animals, to solve engineering challenges such as improving vehicle aerodynamics. Examples include designs mimicking the shape of fish or birds to enhance efficiency and reduce drag. Right, to make them more aerodynamic. So they study the way a jaguar runs. Like, why is this animal so fast? A cheetah. So let's build a vehicle that is shaped like a cheetah or a jaguar. That's why that's where the vehicles get the lines from. The lines, aerodynamic. And this is why they put it through a wind tunnel. Because they study the animals and they hook up sensors to the animals. They let the animals run and they mimic how does the animal cut through this wind so good. Another one is what's that airplane? They use it for airplanes as well. But the one I'm thinking of is kind of shaped like a goose. And it's an airplane that they I think they stopped making it. Let me see, what is that airplane called? Ooh, I can't remember, man. Let me see. Retired airplane. France. They use it to go to France a lot. Let's see. I hate, no, there's one I'm thinking of. What the freak is it called, man? Here, let me look at private jets. A lot of private jets are shaped like, okay, so, man, what is the one I'm thinking of, bro? It's, I can't think of it, man. My memory. So, these jets are shaped just like a just like a bird, or mimicked after birds. The one I'm thinking of, the head right here, kind of it goes up and down like a goose, you know, and you can see they patterned it after geese because it flies is shaped the same way as geese, you know. And geese really what they do is they glide. They fly then they glide. You know, ducks as well. They're not known. They can fly, but they don't fly like birds do. You know, the same distance. But anyway, I think y'all get the point, right? Of what I'm trying to say is that Esau gets his technology from the Most High, things that already exist things that already exist in nature. Now, what did I do in my Chat GPT window? Right here. Also over here. No, that's not the one I want. Sorry. So let's go back to Chat GPT. Okay, so give me some inventions inspired by animals. Give me some technology. Here, let's do this. Let's do even better. Give me military technology inspired, let's see, already existing in nature. Let's see if they give it to me. Alright, boom. Nature has inspired a variety of military technologies, often referred to as biomimicry, right, which we touched on already. Here are some examples. Shark skin. Sharklet technology. The unique texture of shark skin helps reduce drag and prevent bacterial growth. This has inspired materials for ships and medical devices. Who knew? That's a new one for me. I didn't know that. So that explains why when you look at a ship, it does really, it looks like shark skin. Let me see. Freight ships. And then what was that term? Sharklet. Yeah. So these ships, the outside is made to be like a shark, you know, so it doesn't get rust or damage or anything like that. So it could also cut through the water. And you best believe they mimicked animals, right? The rudder that turns the ship, they got that from a fin, the fins of a fish. Come on, Duke. Gecko feet adhesive technology. The microscopic structure of gecko feet allows them to adhere to surfaces without adhesive substances. This is where they got the Velcro technology. Velcro, they got that from Geico and insects, really from Geico, because Geico feet have tiny hairs. So when they walk, the hairs can stick into cracks and little porous, because every natural material has pores, so it can stick its hairs inside the pores, and that's how it gets such a grip, you know. Also suction cups, they get that from animals like the octopus. So, you know, we don't even have to go through this because we just came up with plenty of examples. Termite mounds, this is where they got the HVAC system, you know, for HVAC system. And what's the other thing in your house? Central air. They got that from termites. They studied termites, and they were like, how the hell do these termites have so good ventilation in their tunnels? And that's how they came up with the HVAC system, you know, and for a central air. So drones, bird flight, mimicking camo. They got that from animal camouflage. You know, octopuses. Octopuses can match not only the shape but the pattern of objects it comes in contact with. Now, if you remember the T2000 in Terminator, was it 2? The T2000, and even up to now, camouflage technology can mimic shapes, but it cannot mimic patterns, unless there's some new technology that just came out that I'm not aware of. But the last I know, camouflage technology that Esau has cannot mimic patterns. you know, unless it's something that you wear, like a camouflage outfit. But if you're walking through terrain, it cannot. They don't have technology that could change the pattern on the fly, but an octopus can do that, no problem. All right, spider silk. They got that from the silk of a spider. You know, so that's the point right there. So the reason why I want to read all this is because I saw some technology on a video, and that's what made me want to do this video right here. So let me find it, man. And then I'm gonna bring out the description. That's probably gonna be it. So we're at 3:55, right? So I saw this video, just popped up on my feed or whatever, and it's about this Benz that's fully autonomous. Now let's look at the word autonomous. Autonomous. What's the meaning, dog? Autonomous, having the freedom to govern itself or control its own affairs. Let's see if in the context of here we go. Denoting or performed by a vehicle capable of operating without direct human control. Okay? So autonomous means a vehicle that doesn't need you to touch the steering wheel, which this technology already exists in like military applications and retail applications, but not. This is new in retail. This is new. Well, excuse me. In commercial applications, military applications would be the military. Commercial applications would be like an airline, right? Because the airline, they have autopilot. Military jets have autopilot. Now, they put in retail products like vehicles. So for the everyday person can get one of these vehicles if you can afford it, and you can get a vehicle that can drive by itself. That's called autonomous. Okay? So this guy's in here and he's bragging about, you know, let's watch some of it. I didn't watch this whole thing. So I'm going to play some of this. Then I'm going to pause it. So let's check it out.
We can actually take out our phones and start scrolling on Instagram, YouTube, do whatever we want. We're watching Spider-Man right now while we're on the Autobahn. This is all legal. This is so nice. Mercedes is one of the only ones to have this technology. So hello guys and welcome back to another video. Today you will be joining me for a drive. And
now look, they say autonomous. Autonomous in this sense just means, the true meaning of autonomous means you're free. You're not tethered to anything. You're not controlled. Nothing can control you. That's a true meaning of autonomous. Or you are remotely controlled. So these vehicles are remotely controlled because they are ran by a computer system. And in these vehicles today, they're all boarded with what? Cellular technology or satellite technology, so that they can communicate with a source. And this source can also control the vehicle. So if the police want to shut you down, they could remotely shut this vehicle down. They can lock the doors. They can lock you in it. You know, they can drive this off the road if they wanted to. Okay, so let's play more.
today marks a rather special occasion because we right here and you can activate it. The drive pilot will be requested firstly and then instantly activated. It will also tell you to remain ready to take control, because as soon as you have another lane on the right hand side or construction works or something else, it would always tell you to take control again of the car. And right now let's actually take full control, and I'm putting my hands back on the steering wheel. Since the drive pilot is off, it instantly tells me to observe traffic, as you can see here, level 3, and you will instantly see that by the buttons here that they will always
catch a part where he's watching a movie.
It's ready or suitable or not. Inside here you also have rider view, and here you can have this is actually a streaming platform, and here you can actually watch movies. And yeah, let's just do that. We'll be watching Spider-Man here. Alexander's actually pulling out the popcorn, so we are well prepared. Now we are watching a movie. And here we are.
Hey, well, that's the spirit. I spoke about popcorn earlier. Okay, so they're watching the movie. I mean, it's cool.
I have a plan. Okay, first.
We're watching
Okay,
Spider-Man
whatever.
right now. Why are we on the Autobahn? This is all legal.
So yeah, he's watching Spider-Man on the Autobahn. You know, it's cool. It's cool technology. It's pretty dope. You know, you might ooh and you might ah and all that. But again, this is old technology. Okay, this is old technology. This is technology the Most High has been using for centuries. Right. So I got a scripture. We all know this scripture, but it displays this technology being used by the angels them. Now this is the book of Ezekiel, right? Ezekiel. This is the book of Ezekiel. This is chapter 1, verse 1. And you know, I'm gonna read through it, and it's not really much breaking down to do. You know, really it's kind of self-explanatory, but I'm gonna read through it and you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. So this is Ezekiel 1:1. It says, "Now it came to pass in the 13th year, in the 4th month, in the 5th day of the month, as I was among the captives by the river Shebar, that the heavens were opened, and I saw visions of the Most High." Okay, so he saw into the 4th dimension. The Most High allowed him to peep into the 4th dimension. In the 5th day of the month, which was the 5th year of King Jehoiakim's captivity, the word of the Lord came expressly unto Ezekiel the priest, the son of Buzi, in the land of the Chaldeans, by the river Shebar. Remember, the Chaldeans were known for their wisdom, for their technology. And the hand of the Lord was there upon him. And I looked, verse 4, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud, and a fire folding in itself. Dead giveaway. That's a chariot. A great cloud and a fire enfolding in itself, and a brightness was about it. All right, so now when you read this, you know, when you read the scriptures, you gotta take yourself there. You know, you gotta put yourself there. When you put yourself there, you can see what it's talking about. A great cloud, talking about what they call today a UFO. Now the video. Let's see if I can get that video back. The smoking gun, NASA secret transmission.
We can actually.
Salakia. Okay, here we go. Wrong tab. Anyway, I was about to do the video. That thing came on. It was about the passport bros. I said, let me take a peek real quick. What's this guy's name? I don't really watch him, but when I was looking for that smoking gun, this thing came on. So I did do a quick click on it. This is Travel Versity, and I don't know. I guess he's a passport bro. I don't know. He be popping up sometimes on the feed, and he's always with his rib, and I think this is Thailand, and you know, I watch little snippets sometimes to see what he's talking about. But yeah, it popped up today. I said, let me see what he's talking about. So that's why
We can.
you know what I mean? But anyway, back to the lesson. So it's here. Now was it this one?
Corner there.
Yeah. Now if you look, even in outer space, when you see the disk going, they look like clouds that are floating. Or like if you ever get floaters in your eye, they look like floaters in your eye. Or clouds, you know? So, right, from this distance, they look like stars shooting, right? And when you watch some other, like this one right here, see that? Boom, see how that one's flying right there? Let me see. This is outer space, brothers. Do you know how fast that's got to be to travel that distance on a screen? You know how far back? I believe this is a tether right here. Do you know how far back this telescope is? It zoomed miles and miles. I'm talking about hundreds and thousands of miles out. So for it to catch, matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you right now. Let's do this, right? NASA tether. ST. Okay. Yeah, now look, check this out. In the slide, I'm going like in and out of a topic, but like Apostle Tahar says, lessons within lessons. It says satellite drifts after the tether snaps. So this long thing here is a tether, and what happened is they were releasing this tether into outer space. This was years ago. What this tether does is it would allow them, if successfully implemented, to have unlimited energy into outer space. And the Most High said, nope. And he sent the chariots. That's why there's chariots flying all around about it. All those moving objects, those are chariots. Look at that. It looks like you're looking in the ocean with a bunch of fish and stuff flying around, because outer space is the ocean. We are waters. That's why the scriptures say the waters. You know, the waters. How's it go? The waters in the waters. Now that I said, I don't want to quote it wrong. See, we're not like some other guys out there. If we think we might have said something off, we double check, because we got to make sure everything is 100% standing. For this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of the Most High the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water. All right? So this is the water. That the earth is in water. This is water. Outer space is nothing but water. You don't believe me? When a comet hits, a comet is nothing but ice and space particles. So if you Google or you ask a scientist about ice, or even a vehicle that's coming from the heavens, there's ice surrounding it. Okay? Because there's moisture in outer space. There's actually moisture out there. This is why there's condensation in the heavens. When you fly an airplane, it gets condensation. A lot of times when you drive in your car, you see condensation on the windshield. You know, them beads of water, and it didn't rain, that's condensation. Okay, so the earth is in the water, and it's also out of the water. Okay? Because water comes in different forms: gas, solid, liquid, you know. But anyway, this tether was meant to give unlimited energy to Esau in outer space. And what happened, the chariots was flying around it and destroyed it. So that's why I said that the satellite drifts after tether snaps. It was the chariots that destroyed the tethers. Okay? So let's see how long this thing is. Okay, so this tether is 12.5 miles. Do you know how long 12? Have you ever walked a mile? Imagine walking 12 miles. So this tether is 12 miles long. Okay? So here comes a chariot flying by it. Now check this out. This is how you figure shit out. Okay. Look at this chariot right here. This chariot, it came out, you can see the tail, it came out right here. So here's the tether. It starts here. The chariot came from down here somewhere. Now let's see how many seconds it took for this chariot to fly by the tether. So watch, right around here, it's gonna come out. Zoom. It was like
This view,
about a second, if that. It went beneath the tether and flew past it in about a second or less. And this tether is almost 13 miles. Tell me what vehicle on the planet can travel 13 miles in a second or less. And this is outer space. It's gravity. I mean, there's no gravity in outer space. Okay? So anyway, what I wanted to show, the reason why we went here is because I was trying to, okay, so here's one chariot right there. See it? Even in outer space, they look like clouds flowing by, circular clouds flowing by. Okay? And Yahushua is coming back in these clouds, which the clouds are, in the scriptures, the clouds are UFOs, so-called UFOs. Okay, now let me get my chat GPT back. Where'd it go? Slovakia. Oh, we were right here. Okay. So, okay, and I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud, and a fire enfolding in itself. And a brightness was about it, and out of the midst thereof as the color of amber, and out of the midst of the fire. And what is it describing? It's describing a chariot that Ezekiel saw. Now, let me see. Let's go to Independence Day. So let's get a visual. So there's Independence Day movie. I'm trying to get like a, let me see, UFO. Excuse me, mothership. Okay, so what it saw is a cloud, right? Like this, as you can see here on the right, a cloud. And there's 4 of them. And they're looking. Now I believe this is a real photo, you know, because look, you got to scrutinize everything. Look at everything with eye self. To me, I believe this is a real photo. And I wonder if anybody that's watching this video right now, put in a chat or in the comments why, if you believe this is a real photo and why not. I believe it's a real photo because of the shape, the look of the chariots. You can see it's looks like a cloud plus the color of it, but the main thing to me that gives us away is the formation. It's got the formation of a bird, and the scriptures tell you how like the chariots are going to come. Yahushua is coming as birds flying to defend Jerusalem. So this looks like just like birds flying. They form this V shape, this formation. Okay. So it says, and look and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud. Now again, the cloud is talking about a chariot. And in case you don't believe, I think it's Isaiah 19 and Uno. The burden of Egypt, Isaiah 19 and 1. The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud. So you mean to tell me that the Lord Yahushua, whom the world calls Jesus Christ, is going to come riding in a cloud? You know, like, what was that, Mario Brothers 2? When you jump in a cloud, Mario Brothers 2, that cloud, you know, that chases you around. You know, I think there's a little son in there like that's sitting on a cloud, and the cloud is moving around the board. Nah, this is talking about a chariot. Yahushua is coming on a chariot, and you can read about it in 2nd Ezra. Okay. The Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, just like the one we saw in the video that flew past, 13 miles a second. And it was cruising. It wasn't speeding, because I've seen videos where they go much faster than that. As we read down in Ezekiel, it tells you how they move so fast it looks like lightning. It says, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. And it's not because they see a cloud. It's because they're going to see Yahushua in the chariots, and he's going to be on a major chariot. Okay, so let's go back here. And it says here, verse 4, and I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud, and a fire folding in itself. Okay, so that's this on the outside, a fire folding in itself. So different pictures of UFOs, you'll see a fire. Let's see if I can find one here. Okay, I don't see any, but y'all know what I'm talking about. And the brightness was about it, and out of the midst thereof as the color of amber, and out of the midst of the fire. And remember, the chariots, they're pure energy, so Oh,
Picture a tip.
oh, bald-headed, no facial hair, nigga. So this right here is the form of pure energy, which at nighttime, in the daytime, you just see light. See, it's just light. You just see light because it's pure energy. So let's just read on. It says, and out of the midst thereof, as the color of amber, out of the midst of the fire. Also, out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures. So out of the chariots came what? These are describing the angels. That's the living creatures. And this was their appearance. They had the likeness of a man. And every one had 4 faces, and every one had 4 wings. And this is why when men saw the angels, they felt they were afraid. They felt terror, because the fierceness of the way the angels look, and the height and the fierceness of how they look. Verse 7, their feet were straight feet, and the soles of their feet was like the soles of a calf foot, and they sparkled like the color of burnished brass. So what color skin did the angels have? They had brown skin, burnished brass. What does burnished mean? Meaning of burnished. Polished by rubbing. Meaning of burnish in English, shining in a warm way. Their children have burnished olive skin. Okay, so it said burnish brass. Here we go. Now, you don't see white anywhere in these photos. There's no whiteness here. Except, okay, here we go. Here's what they would call white. A white man. And he's got burnished leather. Now, does this complex... Because if I look up angels right now, angels of God, I guarantee you, look at that. You're going to see some Edomites. Yeah. So supposedly when you die and go to heaven, this is what you're going to be welcomed with. If you die and go to heaven and you see this, you're in big trouble, brothers. Trust. Okay? But yeah. So this is what they teach you. That this is what the angels look like. This is their complexion. They all look like that. I don't see one. There's no afros. There's no kinky hair. There's no dark skin. It's all. This is what heaven looks like, according to Esau. But right here, when we read about the angels from the source, the scriptures, it says what? They had burnished skin. Now, if you see the depiction right here, look at that. You see an Edomite, and then you see burnished leather. And you can see brown skin here. Okay, so now we know what the angels look like. So, it said, and they sparkle like the color of burnished brass, because they had a glow about them. Verse 8. And they had the hands of a man under the wings on their 4 sides, and they 4 had their faces and their wings. Their wings were joined one to another. They turned not whither they went. They went every one straight forward. As for the likeness of their faces. Now, it's speaking about their characteristics, right? Speaks about the soles of their feet, like calf's foot. They sparkle like the burnished brass. And the description also mimics the characteristics of the angels. So they are very fast, very quick. So calves are known for what? For being swift. So the likeness of their faces, they 4 had the face of a man, and the face of a lion on the right side, and they 4 had the face of an ox on the left side. They 4 also had the face of the eagle. So they're known for what? Having judgment, right? The face of a man. They have judgment, because judgment involves what? Having mercy. This is why the Most High has different. The Most High is just not love. He's also hate. He's also feels jealousy. You know. And so those characteristics allow you to make what? Sound judgment. Yahweh Shai also felt those things. It tells you in the scriptures Yahweh Shai at times felt compassion. But Yahweh Shai made every decision in the spirit. Okay? And the sole reason the Most High sent him down on this earth to live as a man is so that he can have our experience as men in these bodies on this earth, feeling our fear, our compassion, our jealousy, our anger, all that stuff, so that he can be the perfect judge. So they had the face of a man, the face of a lion for their fierceness. On the right side, they had the face of an ox. On the left side, strength. And they had the face of the eagle, the swiftness. Verse 11. Oh, you know what? This reminds me of a movie, Riddick. Now, let me see if I can find it. In Riddick 2. Right? Now, the guy who was fighting, I forgot their names. They had these masks they wore. And the masks have 4 faces, which they got that from what? You guess it from the scriptures. Let me see if I can find it. I think they're called... No, I think Riddick was a Furian. Let me see. Mask. 4 faces. Let me see if we can find... Oh, here we go. Boom. Now, this is from the movie Riddick 2. And you can see the mask. It has 4 faces. 1, 2, 3. Then there's one on the other side. And they got this from, guess what? They got this from the scriptures. Easy, go to first chapter. We're reading it right now. Okay. So anyway, let's read on. Verse 13 says, as for the likeness of the living creatures, the angels, their appearance was like burning coals of fire, and like the appearance of lamps. It went up and down among the living creatures. And the fire was bright. And what is it speaking about? The appearance of the angels, because they're, the angels, they can transform, they can look like men. You can read about that when Yahweh Shai and the angels came to visit Abraham. It was Yahweh Shai and 2 angels. They took the appearance of a man, but those were angels. Okay? So it says that the likeness of the living creatures, their appearance was like coals of fire. And the appearance of the lamps, okay, because of that pure energy, they look like flames. And went up and down among the living creatures as the fire was bright. And out of the fire went forth lightning. Verse 14. And the living creatures ran and returned as the appearance of a flash of lightning. Because that's how swift the angels are. When they move, because they're so bright and they're spiritual forces, it looks like lightning. Looks like a flash of lightning striking. Okay? Verse 15. Now, as I beheld the living creatures, behold, one wheel upon the earth by the living creatures with his 4 faces. Now it's going into what? The actual chariots themselves. Verse 16. The appearance of the wheels and their work was like unto the color of a beryl. So let's look at beryl so we get the color. It's a stone. Beryl. This is why when you see our depictions of Yahweh Shai, he has what? A green garment on, a beryl garment. Now let's see something here. If we can get the properties of beryl. Let me see if there's any properties. What is it known for? Let's see. Beryl is widely known for its stunning range of colors and its use as gemstone in various forms. The famous varieties of beryl include emerald green, aquamarine blue-green, morangi pink, and helidor yellow. Look at this, man. Whew. Damn. So when the cherries come, they look like this. Now there's a one of the NASA secret transmission videos. You know, there's many parts of it. If you look on YouTube, you see many parts to it. But there's one part where one of the scientists said they look like sparkling diamonds in outer space. They look like sparkling diamonds because the chariots are pure energy, you know. So they have light within themselves, looking like, you know, stars. Now let me see if there's any beryl displays of vitreous glassy luster when cut and polished. This contributes to its gem-like appearance. Beryl is often transparent to translucent, allowing light to pass through and exhibit its internal features. Ooh. So when you read here, it said the appearance of the wheels and their work was like the color unto the color of a beryl. Now there's a old TV show called, let me see, Automan. Called Automan, right? And he had a vehicle, and this vehicle was in, yeah, here we go. Basically, this guy would sit in his vehicle and you couldn't see the vehicle. You can kind of see him inside the vehicle. So it was transparent, but it wasn't transparent. And the thing that created the vehicle was like this little thing. It was an angel. It was called Cursor. And it was like this little spirit, it looked like a little dot. And the thing would zip around, zzz, and it would create things. Let me see if I could find it, because I remember he called it Cursor. Yeah, Cursor. Let me see if we can find this thing here. Yeah, so the cursor, it looked like this, these little dots. So basically, Cursor was an angel. And you can see here the vehicle, and it's kind of like invisible. And it's like spiritual looking, like translucent, you know, just like his body. So Automan was supposed to represent an angel. For you brothers that remember that. Okay? So it says that, hold on, let me go back here because I want to see if it had any, like, what are the spiritual properties of beryl. Beryl had been said to have power to keep demons away, to promote happiness and marital love, increase sincerity, cure laziness, protect travelers from danger. Protect travelers from danger. And maintain youthfulness. Hey, well, if you know what I'm thinking about, because this is one of the main benefits of Yahushua delivering the elect out of this destruction in the chariots is what? To protect us from danger. That's Psalms the 91st chapter. And also the scriptures say that we're going to be transformed in a blink of an eye. Okay? And we're going to be restored what? To our youthfulness. So let's go back. It said the appearance of the wheels and their work was like unto the color of beryl, and they four had one likeness, and their appearance and their work was as it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel. And you can see that in the video we played, and of outer space, and you can see the chariots. It looked like a wheel inside a wheel. As for their rings, they were so high that they were dreadful, and the rings were full of eyes round about them four. And the rings around the eyes is talking about this, talking about the lights around the chariots. See these lights? It looks like little eyes going around about. And that's what he saw right here. The wheel inside a wheel. And these right here, it looks like eyes going around about. It's the best way he could describe it. As eyes. As for their rings, they were so high that they were dreadful, and their rings were full of eyes round about them four. Verse 19. And when the living creatures, which are the angels, went, the wheels went by them. And when the living creatures were lifted up from the earth, the wheels were lifted up. Verse 20, whithersoever the Spirit was to go, they went. Talking about the wheels. The wheels went wherever the angels told them to go. And as the angels moved, the wheels moved with them. Meaning what? That the wheel and the wheel or the chariot and the angel are connected in the spirit. So the chariot is an autonomous vehicle. The spirit of the angel is tethered to the chariot. So the angel actually can move the chariot with its thoughts. Now there's a movie with what is her name? Jennifer Lopez. Artificial intelligence. Let me see if I can find the movie. Oh, it's called Atlas. Jennifer Lopez, Atlas. Yeah, in this movie, now it shows you what they want to do with AI. Well, it means they got it already. If it's in the movies, they already got it. Now you can see this robot. It looks like Robotech back here. She's inside of it. Now in this movie, what happens is that if you give the robot access to your mind, like right here, she's giving it access to her mind. The AI hooks into your thoughts, into your consciousness, and what you can do is you can control. Well, the AI can read your thoughts, and you can speak to the AI with your thoughts. So the AI knows everything you're thinking. So if you want it, it's basically like moving. They also show you this in the movie Avatar, where basically you're moving inside your robot, inside the robot, like you're moving with your own body. So if you want to put your arm up, you don't have to talk to it. You just think it. You just do the movement with your brain, and your arm moves or your leg moves. You could walk. You could swing a bat. You could do whatever. So it's the same connection that angels have here with the chariots, right? And that's that autonomous. Just like here, they got these autonomous vehicles, which really this is on a lower level, but this also is being controlled by a source. This is why they can stop the vehicle if they want to while you're driving it against your will. They can open the door. They can lock you inside. Because this is an autonomous vehicle and it's controlled by a source. But the point I'm making is this is something that already existed a long time ago. And we're reading about it here in the scriptures in the book of Ezekiel. So whithersoever the Spirit was to go, they went. Thither was their spirit to go, and the wheels were lifted up over against them. For the spirit of the living creatures was in the wheels. When those went, these went. And when those stood, these stood. And when those were lifted up from the earth, the wheels were lifted up over them. For the spirit of the living creatures was in the wheels. Verse 22, and the likeness of the firmament was upon the heads of the living creatures, was as the color of the terrible crystal stretched forth over their heads. Yeah, so you know what? That's the main point I wanted to bring out. And this is why Esau is no match for the Heavenly Father. Esau is no match for the Heavenly Father. Your technology ain't ish compared to what the Most High got. And that's it on the lesson, my brothers and sisters. The Lord's will, this was edifying. And I'm going to say shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Ukakudash, shalom.